Yeah, but Rick Ross has lied before, mate. Rick Ross 100% lied before. What was the story with Tracks? I want to figure that shit out. How are you, bro?
I'm alright, man. What's going on?
Here, what's the crack with you and Rick Ross? I want to know.
Well, listen. I mean, there's no gripe. I had a little beef with the jeweler, and Rick Ross stepped in. He's a well enough meaning guy, but you know how it goes.
What did he do? Was he talking shit because about his watches? It's horrendous.
He was talking shit. The Tracks might see this, that. You know how it goes. What's up with his watches?
So that green emerald watch is fake. There's only one of them now out there in the world. One of them. And I know the owner of that watch. He's fuming because he spent millions on a full set of all the collared stone Royal Oaks. And Rick Ross is acting like, he has one of them. That is devaluing the piece. You see what I mean?
It's obviously after.
Yo, let me add something to the jewelry conversation. I know Tracks, so it's the Tracks, but I'm going to be honest with y'all, man. It is a little bit alarming when I'm seeing like jewelers hop online and they're trying to like expose shit, bro. Bro, like, it's a little bit facetious to me, like, just in reality. Because y'all get online and y'all expose people who didn't do business with y'all. And to me, that's a little bit lame. I'm going to tell you why. Okay, I bought a Cuban chain. It was $60,000. I went to another jeweler. They said, I could have got you this shit for $50,000. I went to another nigga. He said, damn, Ak, I fuck with you. I could get you this for $45. The jewelry game is really not like, it's such a weird thing where like you're really paying based on what people value the shit and the people who you're tapped in with. Like it's non-standard. So when I see them calling out a artist like, hey, you didn't whatever, it seems more like hating than not. Again, this is what I'll say. And again, I fuck with Tracks. But here's the point. All y'all jewelers will sell the same product for 20 different prices. Some will charge more. Some will charge less. Nobody ever comes out and says, yo, actually, it's a scam that you paid $20,000 more because that guy sold it. The real price is this. They don't tell you the real price because they'll factor in like, well, oh, this is work. And that's the weird shit to me when I see people calling out these artists on like chains and watches and shit like that. Because in reality, the majority of jewelers I've ever seen, they all delve a little bit into the aftermarket watch thing, which means they know that they're selling a Richard Mille, but it's not a Richard Mille, but they're going to ice it out and they're going to sell that and people are going to buy it. Are they scummy for not selling the actual Richard Mille, or is it kind of like understood that, yo, I'm getting you a deal, you're going to pay for these diamonds, I'm going to bust down this fake replica? To me, that's a little bit facetious. And I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. Bro, I got a piece upstairs, and I think it was, how much was it, like $60,000 or something like that? But it's $60,000 for one jeweler. If I bring it to another jeweler, you're going to be like, oh, yeah, I could have did this for $50,000. But, like, what the fuck? Like, jewelry to me, and I'm not saying I haven't, when you're getting money, like, it almost becomes like a rite of passage. But, like, it's not like you ever really agree with the ideals. How the fuck, if I walk into a store, I get it for price A? If you walk in the store, you get it for price B. If a guy who might be a little bit well off, he's clouded, he gets it for price C, what the fuck does that mean? You can't find no piece of jewelry where three jewelers will agree on the price of said product. That's my problem. So anyway, Rick Ross actually responded to homie, and he actually, Ross, he be getting it himself. He said this.
It would be so hard for a black man to obtain such a rare timepiece of the
insane green AP. Unfortunately, it's fake.
He got to show the paperwork, bro. That's all you got to do. Show the paperwork.
Never gave up best YouTuber in the world.
All right, so the other day, the watch guy from YouTube, I think his name is Nico Leonardo Vanderhorst, something like that. He got a white guy name, okay? He makes YouTube videos about watches and other rich guy stuff. Well, he made a video basically exposing Rick Ross for having a fake $3 million Audemars Piguet timepiece. Let's see what he said.
Ross, bro, I just made a video about your insane green AP. Unfortunately, it's fake. Why are you flaunting fake watches? There's only one of these watches in the world in 41 mil. And there's another one in 37. There's more coming in the future, but because of the complexity and the difficulty to find these stones, there's currently only one in the world. Can you explain me this, Rick Ross? Why is there a photo here with my name, Nico Leonard, and the photo of that exact watch? That's the real deal? And you have a fake. The real owner sent me this photo, and you have a fake watch. Why are you flaunting and saying that that watch is worth 3.25 million, mate? I thought you had to be an example for the youth, etc. Mate, load of balls, get your act together. This is pathetic, mate.
It's a bloody shame. The rapper tried to lie about having the rare AP timepiece. The rare stones come from Nigeria. I made the YouTube video to feed 10,000 families in Africa. That's what I'll do with the money that I make exposing you for your fake watch, Rick Ross. So after Nico exposed Rick Ross for the people, the biggest boss, Ricky Ross, had to respond in the port of Miami.
And for the little fat guy in the one cubicle office speaking on watches, speaking on Rick Ross and his Audemars. It's unbelievable, isn't it, fat guy, little piglet? Oh, those emeralds are so rare. Would be so hard for a black man to obtain such a rare timepiece of the simple feat for a boss. Now stay out of grown folks' business, little piglet. Get out of that one cubicle office and go and see the world. You on rose dick, and that was a simple feat. Ain't no money, huh? Audemars. Come on, piglet. Piglet. Hee-haw. Hey, little piglet. Hee-haw. Come on, piglet. A mother in a cubicle could say, hey, Rick, the Phantom's not real. Rick, that was stolen. Shut the fuck up, piglet.
All right, people. So, yeah. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. Do I think Rick Ross has the actual watch that cost $3.5 million? I'm gonna be honest. I don't think he does. But I can't knock Rick Ross and just act like he's broke, because I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. These jewelers are scamming, my nigga. These jewelers are literally, these days they have Moissanite diamonds. Like, put it like this. Let's do some math. I bought a Cuban link chain, $60,000. The first one I got bought in Miami. Apparently just the gold alone is about like 40, 45, and then the diamonds they put in it is like 15 to 20, right? Here's the thing. The reality of that is simply this. Okay, so you have all of this money invested in this thing, but the diamonds that they claim that they dug from the earth from you, they have lab tested diamonds that could fit the same thing. You have moissanite diamonds that's the same thing. So you get to realize that damn near a lot of the money that you spend is almost, obviously there's extensive tests that you could do to actually prove what's real. But like for the naked eye and for what people are going to be caring about, nobody gives a fuck. So now, when Rick Ross shows off that watch, how you going to get that watch out of Rick Ross's hands to test it? You could be like, oh, no, we know the actual owner of like the actual one and he never gave it to Rick Ross. Cool. But at the end of the day, this is why sometimes people who have money buy fake jewelry, because would anybody in here call Rick Ross broke? No. We all believe he got a lot of bread. So he's the easiest target to actually target, you know, or have money, not have money, to have some items that is actually fake, but you thinking it costs money.
Ross needed, but the streets.
Yeah. So I'm gonna just be honest with you, man. With all due respect to the person calling out the fake Audemars Piguet timepiece. Again, the majority of y'all jewelers, and I'm only speaking to jewelers, y'all are all scamming the people who buy from y'all. You feel me? Nobody could agree on a price. One person says A, the other person says B. Why do you think you're going to scam a bunch of rappers before they start scamming y'all? I'm sorry to say. Okay? Okay. Let's hit a few more topics really quickly. I know we're late. By the way, somebody says, okay.